Hi folks, welcome back. Thank you for watching. Please do hit that and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It really does help. Today guys, I want to take another quick look at this guitar here. Now you might have been getting a bit bored of seeing this guitar recently. This is my 2004 Les Paul Custom, and you might know that I've been modding this guitar to get it as close to 1959 spec as I possibly can without forking out a fortune on vintage original components. So I've put in these Monies PAF replica pickups, which sound mega. I've changed it to the 50s wiring schematic, put in some pots that are as close in value and taper to the old Central Labs as I could find, and also some vintage Russian military capacitors. And it's those capacitors that I want to take another quick look at today. Now the old 59 Les Pauls had Sprague Bumblebees capacitors, but as I've said before, if you can actually track down a set of those originals, they're massively expensive, and also there's a lot of fakes knocking about out there, so you're never sure exactly what you're getting. On paper, these Russian ones should get us pretty close to that Bumblebee sound, because they're 22 micro-Farad paper in oil capacitors, just like the old Bees were. But there is another option as well. These are the Luxe Bumblebee replicas. Now there's a fairly substantial difference in price between the two. These are 60 quid for the pair, these are about 8 or 9 quid each, so there's definitely a step up there. But these are said to be the most accurate Bumblebee replicas that you could ever get your hands on, because they're made using the same sort of machinery that Sprague used back in the 30s, 40s and 50s, and also they look pretty cool too, right? So what I'm going to do today is the usual before and after thing of shooting some footage with the Russian capacitors, swapping them out for the Bees, and then shooting the same things through the same pedals and putting it all side by side so we can see what difference these are having, if any. And of course I'm also going to be riding the tone knobs a lot today as well, because that's where we're going to hear the big differences. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so that last one might have been a little bit of a joke. But these capacitors do sound different. They're fairly subtle differences, but they're definitely there. To me, the Bumblebees seem to have more output and more thickness in the low end. They made the pickup sound beefed up somehow. And I was also really surprised at just how much difference they made to the pure clean tone of the guitar. No drive pedals, no tone control or anything. To me, they made the guitar sound and feel more alive to play. Do they sound better than the Russian ones? Well, that's up to you, it's personal preference. Do they sound more like a 1959 Les Paul? Don't know, never played one, especially being left-handed. But what I would associate as the classic burst tone is that clarity and bite, but also a kind of honk in the low end. And I think the Bumblebees give this guitar more of the honk. But tone's a very subjective thing, so please do comment underneath this video, let me know what you think, which was your favourite and why. I love reading your comments. And as I said at the start of the video, please do hit the me subscribe icon. It really does help when you hit subscribe. So thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I hope that was useful. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.